Hello and welcome to another episode of Just for the Modders. On today's episode, it's going to be a pretty simple and straightforward mod. Planning on making a PVD SOXA Willard homage. I've been wanting to do this mod for quite a while, not so much with regards to the case, but I've been wanting to use that orange style dial. And I've just got my hands on one. Yes, it is aftermarket, bit of a naughty dial, but this is for educational purposes, so we're just going to do a mod, see how it looks. Now, for this mod, I decided to go with a aftermarket PVD 6105 aftermarket case. Now, the case has got a domed hardlex crystal AR coating, 120 click unidirectional bezel, ceramic bezel insert, and it's got a see-through case back. We're going to use an NH35 movement, and we're going to use this gorgeous 28.5mm orange dial, as well as that handset that you see in front of you. Now the handset, if you don't know what it's called, I think they're called tuna frogman style hands, but you can see already, I think that contrasting on the hands matches perfectly with the lines and the colors on the dial. Now, as mentioned, it's an aftermarket dial. The dial is quite poor. The printing and everything is okay, but with regards to the loom applied, very, very poor. But on the hands, the loom is a lot better. I mean, it was only cheap, so there's nothing more to expect. So before I go any further, if it's your first time visiting the channel and watching this video, please take this time to hit the subscribe button. Remember to hit the notifications bell and remember to see any links in the description. Thank you everybody for watching, and let's continue with the mod. Let's have a closer look at the dial, and you can clearly see why I chose it. That color combination and the whole style of dial. So you've got this crosshair style dial, and you've got this white, black, orange color scheme, baton like markers, and I'm hoping it look great. So you can see the back of the dial feet, we've got the movement on the holder, we're ready to go. I don't think these dial feet might fit or align correctly, but let's just have a quick look. I think the discrepancy is between that 3:50 and 4 p.m. crown position, and yeah, you can see the date is misaligned, but I'm gonna go ahead, give it a go anyway, just to make sure. I think it's better than just to remove it, take the dial feet off, and I'll have to use that adhesive dial dot method. Now once that's complete, let's go ahead and apply the dial. Make sure you don't let it go straight away. Align the date window first, make sure that's been aligned correctly, and then just slowly, gently place it down, center it, make sure the date is centered within the date window, and go ahead, stick it down. Dial dots, it's up to you how many you put. I personally find between 4 to 5 is pretty good. Allows for a slight bit of movement if you do need to, but ultimately it does give it really good grip. Once you're happy with the alignment, let's go ahead and apply the handset. Obviously hour first, minute and seconds. Carefully lift them on, make sure you center it to the 12 o'clock marker as close as you can before you use your push down tool, hand pressing tool, just to make sure it does sit correctly. Obviously don't press too hard, but press firm and just make sure it is correctly aligned. And you follow the same process all the way to the hour, the minute and the seconds hand. Now every time you have applied a hand, then it's important to make sure you check for alignment, like lateral alignment. Make sure it's not too up or down, it's not tilted, and once you've done that, you do the same thing for every single hand as mentioned. And I actually prefer to rotate the hour hand down to the 6 o'clock position before I apply the minute hand. That just gives me a greater idea of alignment. Now I have seen people do it at 12 o'clock as well, whatever you find is easiest, but for me, I do find this easiest, and I find it that once I do it at 12 p.m. The date change is spot on when it does do the full 24-hour clock. Now once you applied the hour and the minute hand, use this time now to check that all the indices are hit correctly. So a good way to check that is hit it at 3, 6, 9 and 12 to make sure the hands line up. Now that we have applied the seconds hand and we've run through the whole motion of the watch, made sure everything works, we're good to go and install it within the watch case. And this watch case is made for this dial, so go ahead, place it directly on top and placing your hand underneath, just nice and easy. Flip it over and just begin your alignment. Now what you want to do, you want to align the hole to the crown tube where the crown is going to be inserted with the space within the actual movement where the stem is going to align itself. So you just got to make sure right there that that's correctly aligned, and then you turn the watch around, make sure all the markers are aligned with, if you have a marked chapter ring, then you align it to your chapter ring and your bezel. You know, there's a massive alignment issue with Seiko, so never mind the aftermarket parts. So you just have to reach a happy medium, just to keep adjusting it till you find a position that you are happy with. Once you're happy with alignment, we can go ahead, install the crown, we can install the screw down case back, and basically you're done. So let's turn this around, let's see how it looks. Remember, if you need to make any final adjustments, please do so at this point. And also, as you've been going along, you've seen it on the video, make sure you clean your watch, blow off any dirt, debris at every given chance, every given moment. Right, let's step back, let's have a look, and let's see what we think. First impressions, I really do like it. I love how the orange looks against the black, and you know, I didn't think the hands would look this good. The lines on the hour hand, the minute hand, that line that goes through the center lines up perfectly with those crosses that you see between the 12-6 and the 9 and the 3. So when it's 9 o'clock, for example, 3-6, you get that perfect line that goes through them all. And also you'll notice that seconds hand with that square rectangular tip at towards the end, that also matches the baton like hour markers, and that's something I didn't look into that much detail, but I'm really happy that that has turned out really well and how it looks. So now we need to choose the right strap. First two options for me, either a waffle silicone strap, you can see there, or on your right where you can see a paratrooper strap. And now the paratrooper strap I've got is black with an orange line. I think that's a great color match. And let's try it on, let's see how it looks on the wrist. Now there's the watch on the paratrooper strap on my 6.5 inch wrist. What does everyone think? My initial first impressions with that strap, I thought, you know what, that looks really good. You know, I've done this mod out of boredom. I always wanted to mess around with this particular dial. I think the dial and handset matches perfectly, and I'll leave you some really nice video shots of this watch, some nice close-ups. However, I don't know, maybe I could do something else with it. I think the bezel insert could do with changing, but initially, yeah, I think it works. I think it's really good. Let me show you the loom shot so you can see what I mean with regards to the loom. Now with regards to the loom is quite poor on the dial. I had to use this UV lamp to get some light in it. The loom on the hands is considerably better, but the one on the dial is really poor. There you go guys, completed. Thank you everybody for watching. As usual, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below for this PVD SOXA style mod. All parts I got from eBay. I'll see if we can find a link for the PVD case, and then I'll put any links down in the description. If you got any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you on the next Just for the Modders episode.